Today we're going to learn that lovely veil combination. Make sure you just roll your shoulders around and your head to get your upper body warmed up before we start. And let's get going. So if you're not familiar with the veil, check out the first video in this full veil course, and that will teach you how to hold it and teach you some of the basic concepts, how to make your veil look absolutely amazing. But today we're going to do this lovely combination. So we're starting off with all the weight on the left leg. My right foot is just nicely placed out to the side and my heel is up. And I'm ever so slightly facing the diagonal, just a tiny little bit. My hands are together down here. I'm holding my veil with a pinch on the index finger and thumb, yeah? Just down here. And remember that you want to have your veil width, the width of your arms. Don't let it sag and don't have it in too tight. So, hands are down here. We're going to start off by practicing something that I call a rainbow, and that's going to get us used to the first move that we're going to do in this combination. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and over. One arm starts, the other one follows. Left arm, right arm. Right arm, left arm. I'll show you to the front so you can see. I'll just reverse it so that I'm mirroring you. So, 1, 2. Can you see how there's a delay with the second arm? They're not both going over at the same time. One arm, then the other one. Can you also see how I would change my weight from one side to the other? That just helps us to create a beautiful arc over. One arm, the other one. One arm, the other one. That's what I call a rainbow. We're going to do a variation of that, which is going to get us into position that a lot of people call Roman cape, but it's a really, really basic position that we use when we're doing veil work with the veil to the front. I'm going to show you how we're going to do it. I'm going to go 1, 2. Can you see how instead of my left arm going all the way over there and instead of changing my weight, I'm keeping my weight on my right leg and I'm just having my right arm coming over and then the left arm just goes to here. So it's a nice big arc with my right arm, the left arm comes to my shoulder. Now this position here, as I said, is a really classic position for us to do lots of different things like circles and turns and what we call Sharita, etc. So this is a really important place. But a lot of people just kind of go clunk, which is such a shame. So if we create this beautiful rainbow first, or half a rainbow, 1, 2, yeah? So one arm, then the other one goes to the shoulder. Of course, you can do it on either side. I choose to do a lot of my work on my right arm, so that's why I do it this way. So right arm goes over, left arm goes to shoulder. I'm then going to lift my right arm up. I'm going to look round to the left because I always like to look in the direction of travel when I've got my veil working. My arm out here, my right arm out here is straight and it's just going to go down, up, down. Yeah, so it's here at the moment, it's going to go down, up high and then down again. Let's do it. Down, up, down. So I'm turning towards my left. I think I forgot to say that. I'm turning towards my left and I'm going down, up, down as I turn. Yeah? Down, up, down. The way that you can turn with your feet, I bring one foot across and just turn round. Just keep those feet nice and simple and slow. Don't go pitter-patter when you're doing something like this. Down, up, down. Show you from the front. Up and over. Down, up, down. And I finish with my weight again on this leg and my arm across like this, shoulders down and back, and then I have a beautiful pose here. Let me show you in the mirror. So I'm here. We're then going to go into a move that's commonly known as Sharita, and this is named after an American dancer, I think from about the 80s, and the name was coined by Aziza, who is the best veil dancer in the world, in my opinion, and the person who taught me everything I know about veil. So I have myself, I'm in this position here. I'm going to turn my palm upwards now, yeah? And I'm going to take my right arm, this is my, I think of this as the long arm. I'm going to bring this foot in just to get it out of the way. This long arm is going to come up, round the back, all the way up, and then the elbow is going to come forward, and we're coming to here, yeah? So I'll show you from the front. So this arm comes round the back, round to here, and then it ends up on the opposite hip. So the same hip as your hand. So it's coming up, around the back, over to the left, and then ends up, it's not the opposite hip, it's the same hip as the arm, isn't it? So on the right hip. Then my left hand, my elbow is going to come up in front of my face, so that it goes behind me, and that brings the veil round to the front. Yeah, so let's just do that little sequence again. So remember, we're in this position here. I'm turning my palm upwards. My long arm comes round the back, round, trying to clear my body, and then it ends up down on my right hip. My crooked arm, so my left arm, the elbow comes up over my face, behind, and then to here. So if you haven't done this move before, it's worth just doing it slowly through several times. So let me do it on the other side so that I'm mirroring you. So I was here, my palm comes up, long arm comes round the back, round down to this hip. The crooked arm, the elbow comes up in front of your face so that it goes behind your head, comes round, and then we're here to the front. Yeah? So let's do that sequence. So we're here in position. Turn the palm upwards. Bring the arm, long arm round here, down to the right hip. Crooked arm comes up and round to the front. Now we're going to do all that turning. So we've just done a turn to the right, to the left, haven't we? We're now going to turn to the right. It's a really useful thing to do, to turn one way and then the other way, and then you're less likely to get dizzy. Yeah? So we're here. Yeah? I'm going to turn that palm up and I'm going to go round. I'm going to do 2 turns just because why not? And we're here. Let's do that again. Always good to actually get into the habit of getting yourself into this position nicely. It's always good to just practice these things through. So I've got my palm up, I'm going round to the right. Now just watch the way that my arm comes up and round to here as sort of, fairly swiftly, and then I leave the crooked arm until the last minute. One of the things that people sometimes do is they kind of either try and do both at the same time, or this one just comes around too fast. Leave it there for as long as you can so that you have this lovely skirt thing happening. Yeah, and then at the last minute, I bring that arm forward. Okay, so let's do it. Turning. Get yourself into position. Turn the palm up. We're going round to the right. Up and round. We turn. Last minute, that crooked arm comes round to the front. And then we're going to finish off with what I call a sunrise, which is together and through. That is in my first lesson. So as I say, check out the playlist. There's a full veil course, which I'm adding to every week to give you loads and loads of beautiful veil technique. And that first course will teach you how to do this move coming through really beautifully. Yeah. So let's have a look at the whole combination. I'll do it forwards to you first of all. So here we go. 1, 2, turning round, 3, 4, turn back, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. So facing the mirror, all the weight on the left leg, right leg extended, handstand here, ready to get ourselves into position. 1, 2, turn around, 3, 4, turn back, 5, 6, Arm forward, 7 through 8. Of course, you can do that as slowly as you like. I'm doing it over 8 counts because it's always good to do things over 8 counts because it fits into a piece of music. One more time, and we're done. You can practice it as much as you like. So, beautiful big sweep over, straight arm, goes down and down. Turn the palm up, come around. Here, last minute, this hand comes forward, through, and we're there. Well done. Any questions? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you get my new lesson every week. And I'll see you next time.